Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you to 007 First Light. We're on a chopper.
ETA 3 minutes. Going in low. On station.
It's probably exciting.
Mission details are in. What have we got? Flag raised on a retrieval mission. 18 scientists and engineers. No comms, no morning check-in. Been offline 64 minutes and counting. We need visuals and a status. That's one expensive wake-up call. Must be more to it than that. Let's see. The Norwegian weather satellite picked up an unusual heat signature a couple of clicks off coast 2 hours ago. That's all I've got. What sort of retrieval are we talking about? That's classified. Can't sound like little housing.
So I guess this is going to be where we come to the attention of MI5 with our heroics. I know nothing about this game. I haven't even watched the trailer. The only things I know is we are young James Bond and Lenny Kravitz is in the game for some reason. Time to go, I think. I assume this is some sort of loading screen. It's a bit more stylish than many. Or is this just a cutscene that's taken forever to get to the point? It's hard to say. Okay, it's action. It's time for us to spring into it, perhaps. Come on. Wakey wakey, Mr. Bond. We're alive. We're probably the only ones. That tends to be how it goes in these heroic tales. Now we get into the action. Can we sneak through there? We can. Good. What? That probably wasn't cool and refreshing. Probably wasn't what we needed right now. Oh, we're getting some radio. That's possibly promising. Well, maybe not so much. Maybe it was that guy and he's now been sniped by villains. Got to check what my settings were on. It looks like texture quality was on low. Although that didn't look low at any point. Seems like my system can't quite cope with high, so I guess we're going on medium. There we go. We're up to medium textures. We've turned off motion blur and film grain because to heck with all of that. And let's just shuffle over to our friend. It looks like he'd been shot. So we probably don't want to shuffle over to him, to be honest. Yeah. Tap C to dash to cover. We can do that. So these guys are not our friends. Guess we're headed over that way. So C will just do a little short dash at any given moment. I'm used to it being a crouch button from Hitman, but I guess that's what we're working with now. Maybe Bond doesn't crouch walk everywhere like 47 can do. control is crouch. Why would you change the controls from the classic Hitman ones that we all know and love? I might have to do something about that. There's a hell of a lot of gunmen out here. Crouch. Stay hidden in tall grass. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, we're mashing, are we? Okay. It's a good thing that didn't seem to be that important. That quick time event. Or W and space to climb. Very well.
It was an ambush. Both choppers down. Hostiles are organized and heavily armed.
This is MI6. We're taking control of this mission effective immediately. Are you injured?
I'll live.
Good, because we need your help. What's your name, soldier?
Bond.
Oh, you're not SAS.
Air crewman.
In training. We'll have to make do. I need you to be our eyes and ears on site. Do you see a camp?
No, but there's some light coming from the other side of the mountain.
That's it. Get there.
Alright then. MI6, not MI5. MI5 is the domestic one, isn't it? MI6 is the international one. I should know this. I've watched at least 10 Bond films. Bond is like Batman, in a way. Everyone's got a different idea of what they should be based on the properties that they have seen and they enjoy. And for me, my favourite Bond is Roger Moore. Wise cracking suave Bond is the Bond I grew up watching.
I'll check it out.
I did see a fair amount of Connery as well, and Dalton and all the rest, but
Are you sure you're up for this? Adrenaline can mask even significant damage.
Better keep those levels up then.
yeah, we've got a sprint button. I'm not expecting this Bond to be anything like the Bond of my youth. I'm just hoping that
What is
he's a
it?
cool hero guy.
Taking in the view.
Tell me what you see.
It looks like the hostiles are heading back to the camp.
Tell me about them.
They're an international group, speaking English but with accents, capable and well organized. Ex-military. Firearms are unfamiliar, I guess. Special issue.
That's good. Keep your eyes peeled.
We're an observant guy then. That's good. As MI6 handler said.
Tell me, why is MI6 getting involved here?
The
Classified.
retrieval camp has been compromised.
I don't know.
How and by whom is what I need your help figuring out.
Yeah, but why MI6?
That's classified.
There we go. I figured it would be.
Well, who's running the retrieval mission then?
Classified?
Also classified.
Yep.
How can I help if I don't know what's going on?
By doing exactly what I tell you.
Yeah, I was going to say by following orders. So, yeah. Pretty predictable
Have you made it
conversation.
to the camp?
Not yet. I hope I'll see it when I clear the top.
Now let's squeeze through some tight rocks. Because it wouldn't be a AAA game if we weren't squeezing through some tight rocks. And getting a fancy vista.
Retrieval mission. Of what exactly? Alien technology?
Not quite.
What then?
How long were you in the water for?
Military secrets?
You're dodging the question.
Then you're hypothermic. Get to the camp and find some warm clothes. I need you operational.
You and me both.
Yeah, she raises a good point. We need to get to camp. And change our clothes. Can we drop down there? I'm not sure. It's probably a fairly straightforward route, I would think. Given as this is all tutorial sort of stuff.
Fingers are the first to go.
What?
In the cold. First they hurt, then nothing.
Right.
We don't need fingers going. Not when we're doing some climbing and whatnot. Okay, we just press space to drop down. Come on. Drop down, James. Okay, I actually had to move on a bit further than it said before I could drop down. And again, it wasn't a case of just pressing space there, it was a case of pressing left and space. Still, we're down. Great success.
I see some perimeter markers.
Good. You're close to the camp.
Fingers and toes. Water certainly doesn't help.
You're in water again.
Better than getting spotted.
Okay, we've got hostiles. Controls are being a bit silly now. There we go, they seem to have recovered a bit. So, presumably the hostiles have taken over this camp. That's going to make changing our clothes a bit trickier. But yeah, game really doesn't seem to want to let me come past here.
The entire camp
Oh, there we go.
perimeter.
Enough to level this place.
Yeah,
Bombs everywhere.
this one's armed.
They are all armed.
Thank you, MI6.
Saves us the trouble.
MI6 explosives. You're the ones running the retrieval mission.
Not officially.
And you set up a grid of high explosives covering the whole area.
It's a post-mission cleanup measure. Thermochemical sterilization. I didn't want you to get worried.
Chemical sterilization. What's to worry about?
I'm kind of worried.
It's quite safe. What's not, however, is you still out in the cold.
Yes, I know.
So the whole place is going to explode. I would like some fresh pants before that happens.
There's a window here I can get through.
Well, we'll take the coat. That's a good start.
That'll do.
Good news?
Parker.
Just putting it on over our wet clothes seems a bit risky.
SCP dosada.
Обтушьте се. Стижам за секунд.
Why do we speak Montenegrin?
You speak Serbian.
Montenegrin. Picked up a few phrases while mountain climbing there.
Ah, that's why.
A man of hidden talents. Now, let's figure out who these hostiles are.
Already on it. I found a receipt in the jacket. Berlin Cafe, November 17th. Paid in cash.
Interesting. Keep it coming.
So there's one of our scientists that failed to check in. Search the room. Are we talking this room that I'm in right now, or the one that Dead Scientist is in? Also, why did that one guy speak Montenegrin when everyone else has been speaking
A briefcase.
English?
It's full of ashes.
One of ours. Self-ignites if open wrong.
Impressive.
Someone's lying here. He's been shot.
Vitals?
No.
He's dead. Foster. One of yours?
Senior engineer. Keep going.
They're all going to be dead. They're all going to be shot. Ooh, hello.
I found one of their guns.
What kind?
It's a TXK Biome. Serial's gone.
Discontinued. Also, it's biometrically locked.
Of course it is.
Brilliant.
I suppose we could hit people with it if we brought it along. But it seems like that's not something we're considering. Got distracted there for a moment by that overflowing sink. But now's not the time to clean up. We should keep pushing on. And I think that's going to mean leaving the area. Although it still says search the room. I don't have any sort of Bond vision, I don't think. If I did, I'd be putting that on control instead of crouch, wouldn't I? Because of all 47.
Not now. Just play it cool, James.
Ah, we can't even crouch when we're in public spaces. That's interesting. There'll be no looking silly for us. So I guess just out the door, maybe? I'm sure Bond will tell us if we can't go this way right now. He'll be like,
Into the camp now.
Don't draw attention to yourself.
good. The old balaclava will help. But yeah, I think he'd say something like, there might be more to find in here if we tried to leave without finding all the clues.
If I need something, I'll just buy it. Buy this.
That guy's not going to let us through. This room looks promising.
Like your inscription. S. Popovich.
Good. Too common a name. Keep looking.
Patch. Red and white checkers.
In this context, could reference Croatia.
Good.
Com device. Military grade layered encryption.
Hard to come by.
So, could just generally be Eastern
Cool,
European
quick update.
folks.
That's just a site explosives protocol from the MI6 handbook.
Rocket launcher. Serial 394KLB211.
The launcher is part of a US shipment stolen in Algiers 9 years ago.
That was fast.
Keep digging. We're not done.
I was going to say, she looked that up pretty dang quick.
Keep searching for info on these people. You need
I'm
to learn
searching.
more about them.
Oh. Good job, dickhead.
I barely crushed that thing, and it started moving. Hey, you! Back this up for me. The boat's right there.
Can do. Ooh. 7 of acorns.
Damn thing. Where's Jovan when you need him?
Wasn't up for it this time. Those 9 mil lost on the German job. And the cleanup,
That was mess.
hey! You've got to see this! Come on, let's check it out.
You've got this, right? Good man.
We got
Someone
this.
just mentioned a messy German job. 9 million lost.
Hang on. I know exactly who we're up against.
Oh, good.
Balkan gang of thieves known as Arrowhead. Notorious for never leaving any witnesses. Listen, I'm going to ask you to enter the big central tent. But what you learn in there can never be mentioned to anyone. Understood?
Heading there now.
I'm serious, Bond. You haven't signed the Official Secrets Act. I need to hear you say that you accept and acknowledge its ramifications.
I accept and acknowledge.
So, is there going to be like one playing card on every level? Or do I have to check every corner all the time? I'm more intrigued by these random playing cards popping up than whatever's in the big central tent. I think we've ruled out aliens already. So, futuristic scientific stuff would be the next obvious guess. Eiselford Defense Systems. Last inspection was in 2024.
Entering now. Any bombs I should know of?
None you should know of. No.
Well, that doesn't make me feel better at all.
So, lay it on me.
I can't. You're still on a need-to-know basis.
Figures.
Mission Protocol Grey Envelope forbids any overwrite mention at this encryption level. Or not discuss any specifics.
Understood. Luckily, I'm not bound by any Secrets Acts, and I can talk about whatever we find in here.
Do you see the object?
I'm afraid that's classified.
Touché.
I'm losing you a bit.
What's that noise?
What?
Distortion. Oscillating. Oh. Now it's gone.
Some sort of super weapon, then, one supposes. It can cause people's heads to pop from any sort of range.
I'm looking at the thing now. Or what's left of it.
I need you to look for the OBC unit inside.
OBC. And that is?
Right. Onboard computer. The size of a shoebox. Probably suspended in some shock-absorbent webbing.
It's gone.
Damn. Have a look around the tent for it.
On it.
Maybe it's been nicked. Nothing in there? Nope. Very well.
Whoa.
What is it?
I don't feel well.
Just keep looking.
Nothing? Yeah, we're not feeling great. But we'll press on. But what else can we do, eh?
Are you sure it's completely sealed? It's sealed. Come on.
Someone's coming. They're wearing hazmat suits. Should I worry?
Give me a sec.
We got what we came for. Let's get the hell out of here. We get on the Zappen in 3 weeks, strike gold in Brazil. Works for me. The others are preparing the final cleanup now. Ever been to Brazil? First time. What's it like?
Oh, did you mention sound distortion before?
Yeah.
I need you to do exactly as I say. Do you see the red door? Head for it. Right now.
What?
You need an antidote. You've been exposed to a nerve agent.
Red door will help.
What's this?
Decom? Yeah. He should know what that is. Even I know what that is. Why have you taken off the parker?
A green box with a bright orange stripe. Probably tucked away somewhere.
Okay, it's not in there.
The hell is all this stuff?
It's going to be in the back, isn't it?
Hurry. You need that antidote now.
Lockers?
Come on.
Is it going to be in the last place I look because drama?
Which one?
What?
There's two of them.
The orange one. Do not use the other one.
Here goes nothing.
I hope the other one just didn't make us massively shit our pants or anything.
God,
Bond? You okay?
that might be pushing it. What next?
Have a little rest and then get to somewhere safe. You've done great. We'll have an extraction team pick you up in about an hour.
They still have that thing you're after and they're about to leave.
Yes, and we'll let them. Thanks to you, we've been able to deduce exactly who the buyer is, where they'll be meeting, and at what time. We'll intercept in a controlled environment with no risk to the asset. You just get out of the camp. Tight.
That seems reasonable. Of course, we're out of disguise now, so
Your crew's still alive. Hostiles have him. I don't fancy his chances. I'll follow. See what I can do.
You're in no state. They'll spot you and kill you. Remember who you're up against.
Wrap it up.
but remember who we are. We're James fucking Bond, and we're a hero.
I'm taking this one to the others. G9 or B4.
How do we follow the guards?
They're all inside the blast. What's the point then? They're all going to die anyway.
Ah, we go up here. Up. Spring. And squeeze.
They just shot him.
No witnesses.
That's the way.
I think some of the others are still alive, but the hostiles plan to blow up the place.
You need to get out of the blast zone.
Oh, I need to save those people.
That is not your call. stand down. That's an order. Listen carefully. You have less than 1% chance of success. Now stand down.
I like those odds.
I'll take those odds.
Bond,
I would have probably kept the earpiece in though.
Okay, James.
Just
Two
in case.
containers, B4 or G9. Which one's first?
B4 or G9. I think we go to B4 before we go to G9. See, I've got logic. Now, can we go through B2? Do we
No
want
time
to?
hesitate. Those
Probably
people
not.
need my help.
Yeah, those guys are in my way. Maybe we do want to go through here.
What about?
X to take down an enemy. And a postcard. Well, it's a collectible. We'll take it. His gun is locked again. And we can't take his outfit, so I guess we press on.
That's a distraction waiting to happen.
Point
Is it now?
wrapping up as we planned. Let the crew enjoy themselves after.
Gotta have some fun. Smash it.
Yeah, you lot go round that way. I will sneak over here. And then... There we go, that's how we get in. Good.
Thank God. You're finally here.
Listen, we need to get you out of here. The hostiles plan to blow up the camp.
We can't. That idiot was in charge of the detonator.
Still, these guys are bad news. We need to go.
We'll never get away. We're unarmed and outnumbered. Shut it, Cleaves. Obviously, this guy's not on his own.
Well, actually.
Shit.
Yep.
Here.
I'm not on
the
my own.
detonator. You better take it.
There's 5 of us now.
We just need a distraction.
What about the others? They're in container G9 on the opposite side of the camp.
Right.
The others. Right. You stay put and wait for my signal, then run east.
What signal?
You'll know when you see it.
Explosions. That's my signal. Oh,
Good luck.
thanks. So, what's next? There's a ladder down there. G9's over there. Can we just drop down? We can. The lack of any sort of radar puts me on edge. But we can
Should be able
sneak
to use that crevasse
here.
to avoid being spotted. I'm backing out now, James.
Crevasse.
Need to find those captives.
We can sneak through the crevasse, that's no trouble. And that's G9, good.
Container G9. That's where I'll find the captives.
Locked. Anywhere around here we can climb?
This guy was riding home to his wife.
Remind me why
Okay.
I'm the one babysitting these.
I wonder if that guy's going to come in. He did. Okay, that wasn't exactly top stealth. But it works. And we got a storage key. This is good news. And a satellite pallet. That's another collectible. So there's... How many different types of collectibles does one game need? So we can open that door. But this way is where we'll find captives.
There you are.
Oh, thank God.
Listen, we need to get you out of here. I already freed the others. They're waiting for my signal.
Can't the other guys deal with the hostiles and we just sit tight and wait?
I'm all you've got.
And your signal. What is it?
Any ideas?
Christ, you don't know.
It's got to be something big. How about toppling the central mast? It's barely standing in this storm. Snap one of the wires, and I bet that'll be enough.
Good. That's our plan. When it goes down, you run east.
Godspeed.
Excellent. We got a plan then. Thanks, Hostage 3. Couldn't have done it without you. So, I guess this time we just go out the door, maybe.
I wish we had some of this gear and kept on us here. That Brit would
Do you? Gotta get that wire cut.
Yeah, you guys go and have a look at that. I was kind of hoping you'd all go. Okay, there they go.
This should keep them busy.
Now, do we want to go into here?
How about some privacy? That wire won't break free on its own.
Stan, you go. Again, you've only got a gun. So we can climb up, I guess. So maybe we should have done B4 last.
Alright. Time to bring the house down. That should start things up a bit.
Jeez. Yep, that's the signal. Now they're all going through that bit over there, so we should probably do the same. It's not the time to stick around. Ouch. Cute. Quick time vents. Yeah. This is a mash. Mash, 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 mash. Well, we killed him. Is that the first time we killed anyone? It might be. It's what we signed up to do. Yeah. It's looking very much like that was our first.
Hey, come on! Come on! What are you doing? Come on! Run!
Steering clear of the bombs might be smart. Oh, it's all exciting. Come on, gang. Whee! What's that guy doing? Just ramping off shit on his ATV. It's distracted for a moment there. Didn't even see my quick time event pop up because I was too busy having fun. Now is it time for a drive? Okay, it's in time for a very small drive.
Everybody okay? Follow me this way. There's a way out.
We're gonna have to help that lad up. Yeah, we are. Come on, friend. Oh, shit. Doesn't look like a way out. We're gonna put our earpiece back in.
I've got the detonator! Hold your fire! What is this now? You wanna blow us up?
Yeah, thinking about it.
And destroy the asset? MI6 would never.
I'm not MI6.
Well. We're not MI6 yet.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
You sound familiar.
Today's not about me. It's about you and the incident last month. Come on.
Well, that was a jolly good theme song.
Your visitor's pass, Mr. Bond.
Thanks.
Had to cut it all out, of course, because of copyright gubbins. But here we are.
You're healing fast.
Then it was you.
Universal Exports.
Anyhow, we're going upstairs.
That's a very generic company name.
It's quite the stir you made.
Go big or go home?
Yeah, or go big and disappear.
So I'm in trouble.
Did I say that? I wouldn't have. That's confidential.
Think nuclear, but without any of the mess usually associated with the blast.
So the elevator awaits.
After you.
I'll be there in a moment, handler. I just need to sign off this first episode if that's all the same. So, I'm having a great time. I will continue to do so next time, I think. Excuse me, miss, I'm outroing. So, yeah, till next time. Thanks for watching, friends.